What's going on, y'all? Back with another video. This is gonna be a quick, simple, little easy video to show y'all the best routes on season 14's versions of Kings Canyon. If you guys please don't mind dropping a like and subscribing, I would really appreciate it. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so before we even get into my usual route, if you guys don't feel like watching the video, if you go to the very end of the video, there are going to be 4 maps with 4 different alternate routes that I recommend you guys take. The one I'm showing in the video right now is my favorite route. You do not have to watch this video if you don't have the time. You just go to the end and screenshot your routes if you need to. But if you want to watch this video with me, let's just go ahead and let's get started. Alright, so firstly, before we even get into where we're dropping at, I recommend you guys use the G7 whenever you're trying to do this. The G7 is good for all ranges and it hits hard and it's very accurate. I just recommend that you use that gun. But anyways, the first place you want to land at is Capacitor. You always want to land at Capacitor. It always has a lot of loot, a lot of teams landing there. You can get some quick loot going, get some quick kills, and head on to labs. Once you get the labs, you should probably have 3 to 4, if not more, kills from Capacitor. It will beat people at labs. People love landing at labs because it's a lot of good loot on the inside, and it's also a lot of good loot on the outside. And it's one of the quickest loot drops because when you hop out of the drop ship and people go into the portal, that's one of the quickest ways to touch the ground. People will be at labs. You want to get as many kills as you can at labs and head on to the cages. Now, when you're heading to cages, it can kind of be a little tricky because you don't really know if people will be there or not. It's like a 50-50 chance that somebody will drop at cages because it's not one of those popular POIs on the map, if you know what I mean. But it does have a supply hole there, which likes to attract some people because, you know, supply holes have the good loot inside of them. But if there's no people, you can check on the hill. If you look in the cage and you don't see no movement in the cage, don't waste your time going down there looting. Go up through the tunnel and you need to go ahead and head towards containment. Now, before you run into containment, there is a place on the hill. It's an unnamed loot spot. A lot of people like to drop there so they can get safe loot and then transfer into containment with guns already. I recommend that you go through that spot right there on that hill. It's marked on the map at the end of the video if you don't know what I mean, and it's on the video right now. You should be seeing it on screen. You need to go through this spot and head directly into containment because fighting will be happening. Fighting will not be over in that area that quick. Now, once you get to containment and you clear it out and you're super close, or if you don't have your 20K or your 4K badge by now, there isn't another place that I recommend you go. You simply need to listen out for gunfire and head towards that way. And I say this because every single person that makes one of these route videos tries to tell you that by going to each and every one of these places that you will come out with 20, and it's just not true. You will get a lot of kills from going to these POIs. Yes, you will. But you more than likely won't get them because it's a lot of spaces in between all of these places. And you need to listen out for gunfire if you're trying to get the rest of your kills that you need. And guys, that just about wraps everything up. If you didn't like this route, there are 3 additional ones at the end because the route that best fits me might not be the same one for you. So if you guys have any other questions or concerns, let me know in the comment section, and I will see y'all guys on the next one.